couple of thousand in the top tier.
You'd imagine some of them would have made the journey yesterday and stayed over because of the scheduling of the game. I mean, you've got to feel for fans in that situation.
Yeah, it is difficult, isn't it? Yeah, and obviously Sky pulling rights and determining when games get played these days. And yeah, it's not ideal if you've already booked your travel up and your hotel, and then all of a sudden the games change, don't they? And you've got to change your plans.
Right, as the match day announcer goes through the sides, we've just thrown up our team once again. And it's the same side which started against Coventry last weekend. And that's the Southampton side who, in their last game, overcame QPR, a 2-1 win last weekend. Armstrong was on the score sheet in that game, and so was Samuel Edozie, who starts this afternoon as well. Is that the immediate danger for Sunderland this afternoon, Danny?
Yeah, we're saying obviously top end of the pitch from their point of view, isn't it? It's Armstrong. I think his goal was a good snapshot effort for the winner against QPR last week, and that's what he's got in his locker. You know, he's always busy. He puts pressure on centre-backs. I said he's not the biggest in terms of height, but he's stocky. He's got a good turn of foot over 5-10 yards. He's sharp. And it'll be an interesting one up against, say, Dan Ballard and Luke O'Nien this afternoon. But the one I'm interested in looking at, as obviously said before, Kyle Walker-Peters loves to get forward there, but he's got to be careful with Jack going the other way over on that left-hand side for our point of view. That'll be a good, interesting battle, I think. And that man there on your screen, Bradley Dack, another start under his belt. You know, he's building his fitness up, isn't he? I think he missed out on a lot of pre-season, wasn't involved. It's always difficult. You're playing a little bit of catch-up. So yeah, I think looking at it last week, he did show one or two good touches in the game. Dropped a couple of nice balls over for Joe Bellingham, just ran away from him. But yeah, once he builds his fitness up and he's a little bit sharper around the pitch, I'm sure we'll see Bradley at his best.
Here we go then. Two teams who traditionally play in red and white meet for the first time in a couple of years, Danny, because of Southampton's drop from the Premier League. We meet in the Championship.
I think last game, did they beat us 4-0 up here? Would I be right?
Well, if you want to pull out that stat right away, Daddy, yes.
I know there was a worse result down at their place, wasn't there? But yeah.
Yes, well, that was our record away defeat against this team. That was back in 2014. But we did win under David Moyes. I think it was a win 2-1 in 2015. It was Gomez, I think it was, with 2 penalties on that occasion. ...2017, the last time Southampton came to town.
Yeah, see early on there, pressure from Southampton, pressing high.
Gets a shot in a deflection as well, and that's gone for an early corner.
Yeah, nicked the ball off. I think it's Dennis Serkin gets caught in possession on that far side, and the Brighton busy early on Southampton. It's Adam Armstrong, isn't it? Gets the shot away. Deflected behind for the corner.
They've taken it quickly as well here, Danny. Another deflection, still not clear. Drops, Dan Neil's underneath it, kicks it, and releases Abdullah Bar. Bar with work to do, but holds onto it well and spreads the play.
In from you. What a ball.
Jack Clark!
There we go!
It's as easy as that!
What a start, what a ball that is. Trey Hume right behind it. And he's just fed an absolutely delicious ball in there behind the Southampton back line. Jack Clark free at the far post. Nods it past Bazuna, 1-0 Sunderland.
He made it look easy. Well, it came from a Southampton corner.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Early pressure from Southampton. I tell you who does really well, Abdullah Bar. Sprinting forward, holds onto the ball and gets us up the pitch. And he feeds it out to this right-hand side, doesn't he? And we build, lads get forward. Let's have a look back there. It is Dan Neil actually plays a nice ball into his path. And he's driving forward, just waiting for that support, isn't he? You see there, Jack's getting up in support. A few through the middle, Bradley Dack involved as well, and he feeds it out to this right-hand side into Trey. No real pressure on him, and just gets his head up. Keep your eye on Jack at the far post, well onside. Defender doesn't know where he is in behind him, and he just waits for it, Jack, and he's got loads of time there, and he just puts his neck through it and plants it past Gavin Bazunu.
Let's just watch this back line here, Danny. I mean, do the Southampton players need to take some responsibility for that? Sammy Edozie who's back there.
Yeah, not perhaps a natural defender, is he?
No.
He actually does well in chasing Abdullah Bar back, doesn't he, in the first place, and then once the play builds on this right-hand side, I think he switches off on the far post. And then Jack just comes in behind him, ghosts in there and plants a lovely header in the back of the net.
Really early in the game to score there. A long time to go in this game, but that's a perfect start for Tony Mowbray and his
and
team.
It's one of those, isn't it? You say, how do you go about it now?
Yeah,
You've got
how do you
yourselves
manage
in front.
this then,
Do you now
Danny?
sit back
Or do you just...
or do you go and try and get that second goal early on?
Bradley Dack, I thought he initially won it back, but he's been pulled back for the foul on Walker Peters.
Yeah, I think you say, will it change Russell Martin's game plan? Absolutely not. You know, obviously bags of time left in the game, and they'll just try and slow it down a little bit and play their football now. Try and pen us into our half.
Well, the Sunderland fans who made the trip down to Coventry didn't see a goal in 90 minutes plus added time. They've seen one in the first minute here at the Stadium of Light. And Sunderland are going after this one as Smallbone plays it forward. Walker Peters, who will drift inside throughout the game. He's twisting and turning. That's Mara. Walker Peters again.
Yeah, good from Sunderland, good shape, nice and compact.
And it looks like Sunderland know what to expect from the Southampton side, the way they're lined up in the two banks. As Dan Ballard clears it for now. Big jump from Abdullah Bar, no foul. And this is perhaps, Danny, what you were talking about, the patient game.
Yeah, they'll just try and at times put it down to walking pace, and there we go, opportunity to nick it again on the counter.
Yeah, it was Bradley Dack who stole it back, and Job is strong in the challenge and stays on the ball. Barr keeps the ball for Sunderland. Ron Patterson's clearance hits Sekou Mara.
Yeah, one or two asking for handball, but not given. Yeah, good start, good pace to the game, isn't there? Sunderland, I say they will have to be patient at times, but if they can nick it on the counter, get bodies forward, as we've seen from the goal, got to get opportunities.
Luke O'Neill. And that new deal, of course, it's lots of fans happy about that. Danny, the right thing to do is just watch this. It should be a free kick. I think it's...
Yeah, do you know what? It invites the chances. Luke O'Neill plays the ball to Abdullah Bar. He's just waiting for the ball, and Manning thinks he can just get there. But I've seen time and time again from Abdullah Bar. He's got those long legs, hasn't he? And he just gets there before Ryan Manning comes flying in. Is he going in the book? No, it's just going to be a talking to. You see it back now.
Oh, is that one of those ones because it's early in the game?
Early on job, isn't it? Yeah, possibly. Gives him the benefit of the doubt.
Another good jump from Barr. Finds Job. And Job again. Barr's there in support. So a good start to the game from Barr. Ekwa on his left foot.
Oh!
Sunderland 2-1!
Big Pierre, as it took a nick off somebody, I'm not sure. He's claiming it on the far side.
Nevertheless, it's gone in, and Sunderland are 2-up in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, good strike, and he's been encouraged in him. We've seen it in pre-season. He can pull the trigger. You see Russell Martin there, and his staff not happy. But once again, Abdullah Bar involved on the right-hand side over here, Joe Bellingham. Let's have a look at it back now, yeah. Again, he does really well, and Good leap there, wins the header up against Manning. Into Job, looks after the ball well. Sets it back into Abdullah Bar. Fizzes it across to him there. No real pressure, no urgency to get out to it. Oh yeah, little nick off the defender, isn't it? Doesn't deal with it. Let's have a look at the back. Not the cleanest of strikes, drags it a little bit, maybe going slightly wide. Flynn Downs just dangles the leg, yeah.
I think it's going in a general direction though. He'll get it, he'll get the
credit. Certainly claim it, yeah. It's going to hit the corner flag, you claim it. But there, no chance for Bazunu, and 2-0 Sunderland.
Well, it's been a while since Sunderland have been 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Flynn Downs just in the shot there, Pierre Ekwa. But he's been trying them every game this season. He scored that screamer in pre-season as well.
Yeah, he had the one first game of the season, didn't he? Switch to Job on the follow-up, put it over the crossbar. Yeah, ref's just gone back there, I think, foul Abdullah Bar. Tony Mowbray not happy, asking the fourth official, what's that for?
Stuart Armstrong was over it with Ryan Manning. He floated in. Well, it's not. It's Smallborn it comes to. Walker Peters finally floats one in towards the back post. There's too much on that. And it should go out for the throw into Sunderland.
Yeah, there was. They were overloaded as well, Southampton. Better quality on the ball, a 2v1 at the far post.
What a start from Sunderland, Danny.
Yeah.
You know, Tony Mowbray wouldn't have dreamt of this.
But you know what you always try and say? I'm sure he says, Tony, and most managers will, that let's start the game bright early on, boys, isn't it? But, well, I'm sure he wouldn't have expected us to be, was it 2-0 up after 6 minutes or so?
Bradley Dack brings it down, releases Dennis Serkin. Jack Clark is to the left of him, that's where it's gone. Jack Clark already has a goal this afternoon with his head. He's inside the area, he's just stumbled on it a little bit as he just was about to make the decisive decision. Goes back out to Ekwa, it's on his right foot this time, pokes it through for Job.
Oh, what a start.
What a start.
Yeah, he's not like that, Jack. I think he just tries to chop back on Walker Peters, and as you say, Frank, I think he just stumbled over the ball, didn't he? Got it caught under his feet a little bit. Well, and you ask, how do you get the fans on side? Get yourselves a couple of goals early on.
Here's Trey Hume through the middle. He's got a couple of players around him. Finally dispossess him. Dorsey back there helping out. Bazunu under pressure, former Man City man. Gunayan under pressure from Armstrong. Trey Hume.
That's good again, yeah.
Dennis Serkin bringing it away. Bradley Dack has dropped onto that left-hand side. Jack Clark. Does he fancy one? He's looking for the gap.
Yeah, he's just looking at half a yard, wasn't he? I think it's
Downs who followed him. Trey Hume floats another one in. Job is there. It's not clear yet. Bazunu comes and gathers.
Do you know what? Pretty much the same spot for the goal, for the first goal from Trey Hume. Another
why not?
Lovely ball in, wasn't it?
Again?
Feeding it to that far post area.
He's Mason Holgate. Manning. Bednarek. Downs finds Smallborn, then shifts it on to Mara. Back to Smallborn, he gives him it back. This is a good move from Southampton. Bradley Dack combining with Dan Ballard to clean it up at the back. There's a chase on his. Job is chasing this one. Keeper's come miles out. Abdullah Bar couldn't bring it under control.
He just popped it onto Abdullah Bar's foot there. It's good running from Joe Bellingham though, isn't it? Quite a high line from Southampton. Turn the ball over in our half, and then I think it was Dennis Sirkin just clips the ball over the top.
It's Bar with the interception. And Bar picks it up.
Again, 3v2.
Job is through the middle. Jack Clark just to the left of that. Job might. Oh, Bar's got himself. Put on his left and just put too much in it.
Yeah, just off balance as well on his weaker left foot. It
opens up for him.
I was thinking go with a little bit of pace with 3v2. Smallbones trying to get back into to help out into a 3v3, and then to see it back now sloppy again. Southampton's at Holgate, I think. He's not started the game well. And here now, can he go into Joe? But he slows it up and he chops inside onto his left, and it does open up for him, and he's looking for that far corner. Just too much on it though.
Linesman's flagging. Sirkin gets the benefit of the doubt. Crowd singing Bar's name as the ball's pumped forward, trying to find a pass for Jack Clark on the far side. Goes out for a throw. Russell Martin, what's going through his mind right now?
Yes, a bit dazed down there, isn't he? Wouldn't have expected this, I don't think.
Well, what does he do? Does he change anything?
I was just saying, I have a little word there with Mason Holgate, one or two gestures, but I'm not sure in terms of changing his shape yet. Set up in that 4-3-3. So he's still a long, long way to go in the game, isn't there?
Manning. Edozie going inside. Armstrong. Still going Armstrong. Strong challenge. Trey Hume. Job has surely been held there. Referee says no.
I think Bednarek's got hold of his arm as he goes to try and control the ball. Joe Bellingham, and he can't get there. I think Bednarek's got a piece of him, either his shirt or his arm.
Downs. On loan from West Ham this season, Flynn Downs. Walker Peters, Smallbone. Sekou Mara. To Walker Peters, under pressure from Jack Clark. Walker Peters comes away with it and skips around another challenge, and then
it's good feet, to be
runs
fair.
into Bradley Dack, doesn't he?
Little step over, he just shifts it off the line, doesn't he? And I think obviously an accidental one from Bradley Dack, just quick feet does him. See now, Walker Peters there. That's a little stab at it, doesn't he? And right hand side of the box. Ryan Manning's gone across to have a look at it with his left foot.
Just wondering the position of the sun over there, Danny. You'll have played across on that left-hand side. Early kick-off as well. Will it affect anything?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say with Anthony Patterson. Nothing phases him really, does it? Between the sticks. But yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes you can see the shadows on the players. It looks like it is on the line of our goal with the early kick-off. Smallbone stood over it as well with the right foot.
Manning on the left.
Oh, cherries. Yeah.
Well held.
Yeah, warm up for Anthony Patterson stuff, that, isn't it? I think Manning there just goes up and over the wall, doesn't he? Yeah, comfortable one. Not enough power on it to trouble him.
Too much in that one for the referee. Southampton complain.
Yeah, he said, what have I done there? And I said he's small, isn't he? But he puts himself about Adam Armstrong. Just leans into Dan Ballard there. And here we go now, and look at this goal back, aren't we, into Pierre Ekwart. Strike away. And then Flynn Downs can't sort his feet out quick enough.
Kevin Bazunu. Walker-Peters under pressure from Dak. Does well, Walker-Peters. Challenge right in front of the referee. Stuart Armstrong. Dan Neil just tracking back at the moment. Now he's got a Dorsey to deal with. Follows him. Here's Manning. Hits Ekwa.
Yeah, he's asking for handball there, but he's smashed it at Ekwa from about 2 yards.
Jack Clark trying to go the long way around Walker-Peters and gets a throw in. It's going to be interesting, that battle on the left.
Yeah, it's almost like 1v1. You see Dan Neil there and then Trey Hume up against his man Adozie out here on this left-hand side for Southampton. You don't mind this now. Say Southampton slowed the game down when they're 2-0 down. We're happy. You see Bradley Datt there, Joe Bellingham just setting the shape. Almost dropped into a 4-4-2 out of possession. Happy for Southampton to have it in these areas. Do you know what there? See that? He's give that the block on the give and go. And you remember the second goal we conceded at Preston? That was exactly what happened. I think it was Ekwa and Joe Bellingham played the give and go, got blocked off, ref didn't give it. 5 seconds later, the ball's in the back of our net.
David Coote, the referee this afternoon.
Oh.
Comes out, referee.
Well, they're asking for a penalty, the Southampton fans there.
I don't think any of the players are. He's given a free kick there, though.
Not sure who's gone down in the box there. Is it Stuart Armstrong? Is it? No, it's not.
I think David Coote was the referee, Danny, who was involved in the Premier League game where the player was sent off for 2 soft yellow cards. Was it the Wolves player? Can't think off the top of my head.
Let's see this one back now. Let's have a look. It's Manning, isn't it? And it's Bradley Datt coming back. A little nervous look at the referee.
Downs goes into the area, pulls one across, right across the face of the goal, and Armstrong was only inches away.
Yeah, just getting themselves back into the game now, Southampton, aren't they? In and around the Sunderland 18-yard box. Ball fizzed across there, and they say Armstrong can't get on the end of it.
Sekou Mara, stopped by Bradley Datt. Walker-Peters goes on, pulls one back. It's gone for the corner.
Yeah, again, shouts handball from the Southampton. It does pop up. I'm not sure if it comes off. But there's it, Bradley Datt there again. It is, yeah. Just forcing us back a little bit the last few minutes, aren't they, Southampton?
Well, they enjoyed possession in their last game against Queen's Park Rangers. They enjoyed 74% possession in a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, I think I've seen a stat actually walking up to the gantry before, and I think their first in possession, 72% they've had in all their games so far this season. But it's what you do with it.
Corner comes in from Manning. Patterson's head doesn't get a hold of it. Armstrong picks it up. Small ball with a shot.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's put his laces through that, hasn't he? And I think on the corner, whether Anthony Patterson gets a shout or something. Yeah, I think it's Dan Ballard. Does he give him a shout? But you've got to deal with it anyway. Dan does, and as it comes to small ball, we've got to get out a little bit quicker. I think it's Jack that tries to get there and fizzes it the wrong side of the post.
Walker-Peters just gets away from Bradley Datt. Armstrong turning away from Dan Neil.
Oh, yeah, bar appealing for that. I did think it come off Stuart Armstrong last.
Yeah, linesman and
played
referee
it off him.
looking at each other. One of those ones.
Good battle that, Dan Neil as well. Armstrong pulling out to this left-hand side. Dan's getting dragged out of the middle, coming all the way with him.
Smallbone on the far side. Walker Peters. Dan Ballard.
Yeah, again, he's not happy there. Russell Martin makes an Holgate. He's been sloppy on the ball. So he's trying to feed it in there, loose pass. And Russell Martin just turns away in disgust.
Ekwar turns on it. Holds off Downs. The 9 gives him it back.
Oh,
Ekwar turns into trouble.
get up to the ball.
Adozi gets a shot away and
Oh.
should have done better, really. Didn't hit the target.
Yeah, Pierre just trying to be a little bit cute with his pass around the corner. And Adozi reads it. You see it back now. I think he's got a pass into either Dan Neil or Trey Hume on the next one. Yeah. And there, look, no one comes out. It's a difficult one for Dan Ballard. He knows he's got Armstrong on his shoulder as well. But it opens up for him.
Adozi drags it, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
similar to Smallbone, isn't it? Just past that left-hand side post.
Walker Peters goes back to his keeper. Bazunu. Mason Holgate.
Yeah, good pressure from Sunderland.
Jack Clark coming across. There's hardly anything in that, was there?
Yes, see, Jack, we're looking at that battle on the far side. He comes right the way across the pitch, doesn't he, with Walker Peters there. It's almost like 1v1s all over the pitch, isn't it? Say Trey as well, up against the Dozy, defending really well.
Here's Jack Clark. O'Nien.
Good. Oh,
There's a stumble, but Armstrong gets away here. He finds a good ball to Armstrong. Edozi's gone in the middle. Armstrong to Armstrong. Trey Hume sees it out.
Yeah, I think Dan there disappointed with himself, edge of the box. He does really well. Trey fizzes a lovely ball into him and he just dwelt on it a little bit too much, and then Southampton opportunity to counter.
Ekwar. I think it stayed in
Still
there.
in, still in.
He needs some help though.
Yeah, it's just a couple. I see the crowd getting on him a little bit. He's tried to, a little 5-yard pass has been cut out. He's got to stay with the team now, 2-0 up. Say Southampton feeling the way into the game.
Is that a foul on Job? Nope, referee doesn't want to know. There's a couple of them Sunderland haven't got the benefit of the doubt on. Well, the fans will feel Southampton have. Smallbone.
Oh, no one
Finds
gone with
Walker
him.
Peters. Is there too much on that? He keeps it in, but he can't keep the ball in play.
Run out. Yeah, just got to keep an eye on that there. Jack not tracking him then. He's having a word with Sirkin and Dan Ballard.
Sirkin trying to play it down the line, but Walker Peters is alert to it. Mara hits Ekwar. Patterson picks it up.
Yeah, we just need a little spell now, don't we? Get 10-15 passes in, it's not quite happening, but get a little bit loose on the ball. Trying to play out, still trying to do things the right way, if you like, but
Ekwa.
there we go.
Helps it on its way to Bradley Dack. Jack Clark now. Running at Walker Peters and gets...
Yeah,
well, he almost got the better one, he gets the corner anyway.
First time he's gone on the outside of him, he shows it in Walker Peters and he's going to back himself with his pace, but, you know, Jack Sharp isn't he, over 10-15 yards. Wins the corner, but better build-up from Sunderland out from the back. Trey Hume involved again.
Bradley Dack will take Sunderland's first corner of the afternoon. Trey Hume will try and keep it alive. He's kept it in. O'Nine's with him. He'll swing it in with his right foot. Ballard's underneath it. Sirkin jumps, but he's beaten to it. In again, is Dack onside? He is. In again towards the back post. Ekwa.
Yeah, just bummed under it slightly, isn't he, from Manning, I think. But yeah, what a pick out again from Dan Neal. Out to Bradley Dack. Let's have a look. It gets clear there, gets his head up, picks a lovely pass out to that far side. Yeah, hangs it up to the far post, and yeah, Manning does well, just uses his experience and bumps Pierre Ekwa under the flight of it.
Nine. Bar. Right on the touchline. Dan Neal. Hume goes all the way back to Anthony Patterson, just coming up to half an hour played. Sunderland are 2-0 up thanks to 2 early goals. If you just joined us, all the action was in the first 6 minutes. Jack Clark with a header, Pierre Ekwa with a shot from outside the box. Barr just looking for the angle there.
Yeah, Holgate read it, stepped in, didn't he?
Ekwa. Job and Dack connecting well. The ball's pumped through. Can Barr get there? Oh, he just couldn't.
Yeah, I think he gets there as he slips and plays it off his other leg. Good build-up again from Sunderland. So Ekwa involved. Good link-up play. Bradley Dack and Joe Bellingham. Just a fraction too much on it, I think there. So he's always struggling to get there, isn't he? Abdullah Bar.
Hume tidying up with the help of Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, he's had a good half an hour, Trey Hume. Been excellent on the ball and then good positional play on the cover.
O'Nine finds Bradley Dack with a great pass, and Dack gives it to Jack Clark. Clark going inside, gets a shot away, takes a deflection.
Yeah,
Bazunu deals with it.
Didn't quite catch it. What a ball by Luke O'Nine, by the way, on his left foot as well. Just picking Bradley Dack out in the middle of the park.
Maybe a little bit too much on that one from Mara.
Yeah, I think what's probably helped us out a little bit as well today with, you know, certainly Abdullah Bar and Trey Hume on this side last week with Coventry in that 3-5-2 wing backs, you know, playing in between. I don't think they were sure who was coming out to press, and who was sitting in. Easier today for Abdullah Bar. He knows he's up against Ryan Manning, full-back, and he's done well so far. Been much better this week.
Armstrong. Mason Holgate. Jan Bednarik. Edozie through the middle, finds Armstrong. Armstrong trying to release his namesake, but O'Nine's there.
Yeah, good again. Southampton, good movement off the ball from Southampton as well. And we match the runners. Luke does well again.
Well, the goals aside, Danny, there was that free kick which Patterson dealt with quite easily. There hasn't been any real other goal action, really, has there?
No, they've had a couple of efforts, haven't they, at the side netting. I think Smallbone was one, wasn't there? Who was the other one? Was it Armstrong? Fizz wide note, Edozie it was, wasn't it? I think no pressure on him. But yeah, other than that, he's been quiet. Saying that, other than our 2 goals, Bazunu's been very quiet, hasn't he?
It's interesting to see how this one transpires throughout the rest of the game. Ekwal. Ballard clips it down the line. Clark can't take control 100%. Serkin trying to help it. Might get it back here, and a few big challenges coming in there.
So scrappy,
get the crowd up and suddenly come out with it. It's Jack Clark who's then definitely brought down. That's going to be the first yellow of the game, and it is to Sekou Mara.
Yeah, again, we're not sure which team are going to come out with the ball. 10 seconds or so, both teams fighting for it. Crunching challenge from Pierre Ekwal goes flying in. You see there, Southampton with the ball. Good pressure on Walker-Peters. Again, there's that one from Pierre, comes flying in. As we come out with it, Jack's driving away, isn't he? He's caught from behind.
Dak takes it early, looking for the big shift to Abdullah Bar. Just too much on it. Holgate plays it down the line. Sunderland try and come back with it. Ekwal gets it back, looking around. He's looked around a couple of times, and then finds Trey Humer, plays it forward to Dan Neal. Bar goes inside. Ekwal.
Good play, good play. Pierre again, excellent on the ball.
Jack Clark.
You just see Pierre Ekwal growing, can't you, into the role since he's become a regular in the team. I think he knows he's got the backing of the manager, and he feels like he's a starter, if you know what I mean. And just see his confidence on the ball there, taking it in tight areas for a big lad and moving his feet, and not afraid to put a challenge in as well. It's been excellent.
Another one growing into his role at Sunderland Football Club. Dak floats one in. Hume gets up for it. Sunderland will settle for the throw. O'Nien. Just cut out by Walker-Peters. He reads the game very well, Walker-Peters, and he's been...
Yeah, well, he knew he had to cut that out. Jack Clark was free behind him, wasn't he, on the stretch.
It's £12 million Walker-Peters moved from Spurs to Southampton back in August 2020.
Yeah, good player. Good energy about him.
Here he is again. Bradley Daku stopping him for now. Bednarek. Holgate under pressure from Dan Neil.
Yeah, leaves a little one on Mason Holgate there, Dan Neil.
Sunderland momentarily got it back.
Yeah, good work rate from Jack Clark. Gives the foul away, but he's pressing really well on that far side. In general, I think our shape's been good out of possession.
Sunderland putting bodies on the line there to get it back, and here's Job looking for Jack Clark. Does he get it back? He does. Dan Neil under pressure, rides the challenge, finds Abdullah Bar. This is good from Sunderland. Nice skills from Bar, goes down! Referee gives it against him, and gives him a yellow card.
Yeah, a few step overs, weren't there? And
well, we'll have to see it back.
Goes down. Looked at first that he'd been sandwiched between the two players, but
he's not protesting too much. Let's have a look at this, Danny.
Step overs. You know, we went before on his left, and he pops it through. And no, to be fair, I think it's a dozy, isn't it? He pulls his leg out. Let's have a look at it back now. Nah, no penalty, and I think it's the right decision. Abdullah Bar looking for it, but on first viewing it, look, he'd gone through the two of them, didn't he, and got out the other side.
That's what I thought.
Oh, he's took his time giving that one, hasn't he?
Dan Neil trying to get there ahead of Will Downs. Jack Clark now.
Oh, left the leg
Free
for
kick.
him. Is it Holgate, is it? Yeah, it is Holgate, yeah. Again, do what Jack does really well, he picks the ball up when he gets up ahead of steam. Right off the mark, you see there, and he goes driving, defender's nightmare. Side, Holgate, left leg, isn't it? Does Jack play for it a little bit? Maybe so, but good run from Jack Clark.
There's no card.
Yeah, just leaves his leg, to be fair. Mason Holgate. Oh.
Mike Dodds is getting animated in the dugout.
Yeah, is he asking? I think they've got, is that rule, isn't it? Now there's only one loud in the technical area. Is that at this level as well, or is that just Premier League? A few of the coaching staff out in the technical area from Southampton, I think.
Tony Mowbray is getting the water bottles in beneath us for the lads at the moment.
Leaving the young ones to it, isn't he? Arguing on the touchline. He's just having a quiet drink with, is it Trey Hume down there?
So with Pritchard on the bench, does Bradley Dack fancy this one from here?
Well, it looks like he's the only one stood over it. I think Dan Neil is coming across, is he? But
they've gone for the old
area, isn't it?
draft excluder in the wall as well, Southampton. Bradley Dack takes it. It's on target. Oh, Serkin couldn't get his footing right, or else that would have been 3.
Oh, he's onside as well. The linesman flag doesn't go up. Is it just behind him? A little bit of panic set in for Dennis, but let's have a look at it back now. Is it a decent strike? Yeah, fairly comes. I think the keeper, fortunate, he doesn't push it away from goal, does he? Puts it right back into the danger area, and there's Dennis onto it. Just can't get the contact on it he's looking for. That would have been some first half, wouldn't it? 3-0 up, 40 minutes on the clock.
Still might from this. Dan Neil gives it back to Bradley Dack, who might be offside. Yeah.
Great touch from Dan Neil, though. He played one earlier, didn't he, to Bradley Dack coming out the sky, and that one again there.
Serkin jumps. Ekward 2. Armstrong pressurising Patterson here. Manning. Armstrong over the top of Luko 9.
No, you can't just...
he's kicked it off him.
No, you can't,
he's kicked it off him.
Smash it at him like that's a joke. Yeah, Tony Mowbray furious, having a word with the fourth official. Yeah, listen, he's given the free kick away. Luke's then obviously trying to back away, and Stuart Armstrong knows what he's doing there. Just puts the ball down. Look there, he's getting away now, and then just smashes at him. Poor that.
Well, I hope we're not talking about the ref at the end of this game.
Well, you know, he's not trying a through ball there, because if that misses Luko 9, it's just going straight out for a goal kick. There's no Southampton player running in behind.
Manning delivers one towards the back post. Ballard gets up with the first contact. Walker-Peters will go again, and he's got round to the byline.
It's good from Dennis Serkin, yeah. He goes past Pierre Ekwar, doesn't he? Sells him the dummy, gets to the byline, and then Dennis comes across on the cover.
I predict a couple of minutes added on to the end of this first half. Had a couple of goals, not so many stoppages, but normally add one on for each goal, don't they?
Referee's just having a look at the back post here. Southampton looking to work something. Little bus stop at the far post.
It's all Southampton players. Got two men over for the corner as well. It's Manning who delivers one. Passing comes, gets a half punch to it. Underneath Dak that time. Clark releases Abdullah Bar. Can he get there? I think he might, you know.
Go on then, 1v1.
He's still going. Stops now, Wicks for support, gives it straight to Smallbone.
Yeah, Jack Clark's looking at him.
He's still trying to do something. They get it back. Foul on Clark, no, play on. Now a foul on Clark, play on. And now the referee's going to give a foul against Dennis Serkin.
Just boiling over on that far side. A couple on Jack Clark when they're... Say Abdullah Bar again breaking free, wasn't he? And just pulls it back to Jack Clark, picks the wrong pass. That one there, that's not a foul. Not sure on them.
Don't want to go back to last week's game, but there was a similar position that Abdullah Bar found himself in, wasn't there?
Yep.
When he just needed to square it to Job on that occasion.
Free, yeah. But I think there he's picked it up, he's 1v1, but I think he's up against Walker-Peters, and not many are going to take him on a foot race.
There's Holgate. Ekwar skips away. Goes inside. Oh, it's a shot!
Oh! What a strike!
What a strike for Pierre Ekwar! And he gets his second of the game and Sunderland's third!
Well, he does. And do you know what? It's Mason Holgate again. It's so sloppy on the ball. He just gives it away into the middle of the park. But they don't get the ball back, Southampton. And Pierre, well, we've seen him pull the trigger with the first one, which he doesn't quite catch right. But that one there, he's caught Bazunu out of his near post. What a finish. And I just said we could have been 3-0 up on 40 minutes. Well, we're 3-0 up right on half time. What a first half.
What a first half for Sunderland. The chances have been few and far between.
There you go. Holgate, he gives it to Pierre Ekwar. And it just opens up for him. Let's have a look. No real pressure on him. He chops inside. Flynn Downs. Keephead does him at his near post. Disappointed the goalkeeper, but you know, I think he just catches him by surprise. And I said he's given one or two little slide passes away, Pierre, in the first half, but overall in general play he's been excellent. You can see the confidence in him. That just shows in his strike there. Yeah, over the top Bradley Dack.
Fantastic
power on it.
Is Dack's presence done something there to the keeper's
I
vision?
think maybe he sees it a little bit later on. Yeah, was he offside or what? I'm not sure, but listen, it's a great strike, isn't it? And just dips in front of the goalkeeper underneath his left hand.
Well, you'd have to go back to the League One days, I think, when we've been 3-0 up at half-time at home. And it's the Sunderland fans you can hear inside the Stadium of Light now. I hope you can hear that while you're watching around the world.
Yeah, fans in full voice, aren't they? And, you know, I don't think him out like, but I may be surprised if you see Mason Holgate setting off. Been so sloppy on the ball. He's already on a yellow card as well.
Hume coming out on top against Edozie. Armstrong. Walker-Peters. Smallborn. Led the 2 minutes now. Jack Clark steals it. And gets it. Can he get on the end of it? It's a great battle between those two this afternoon, Walker-Peters and Jack Clark. And Jack Clark comes away with it. Oh, he's been absolutely taken out by Bednarek. And then Job leaves one on Sekou Mara. But of course the referee pulls it back for that one.
I think that'll do, ref. Put a fork in it. Let's get in at half-time. But again, chance on the counter-attack, wasn't it, Jack? Let's have a look now. Is it Bednarek? Is it? I think it's like a block challenge. Let's have a look now. He comes across. No, it's a good fair challenge, to be fair. Good firm challenge from Bednarek.
And that's half-time. The entire Stadium of Light are on their feet, Danny Collins.
Yeah, rightly so as well. You know, everybody on their feet applauding the lads, and what a performance in that first half. Some start, wasn't it, to the game. 2-0 up in 6 minutes. Southampton came back, had a little bit of play, a couple of half chances, side netting, but overall, you know, you can't argue with that, I don't think. They've been sloppy at times on the ball. We've caught them on it and we've punished them. And that man on your picture there, 2 goals to his name. What a first half.
What a first half here at the Stadium of Light. Join us to look back at that brilliant first half at half-time. Sunderland go in 3-0 up at the break. Well, welcome back to the Stadium of Light. It is a very happy Stadium of Light, and Sunderland are 3-0 up against Southampton at the break. Also down on the pitch side at the moment, former Sunderland player Ruben Agbula, who represented the club between 1985 and 1991, is down there doing the half-time lottery draw. But we're going to be focused on what happened in that first 45, and it was a lightning start from Sunderland, wasn't it, Danny Collins?
Well, it was indeed, wasn't it? And sometimes we're stood up here at half-time, aren't we, and think, oh, it's been quite a quiet game, but straight into the action, wasn't it? I think.
Let's get the action up on screen and discuss what we saw in the first half then.
Yeah, six minutes on the clock and 2-0 up, weren't we? But here we go, yeah. Early on, Southampton pressure in that first minute or two, and then it's a clearance from Dan Neil into Abdullah Bar's path, gets us up the pitch, good numbers getting forward in support. Southampton scrambling, trying to get back, and fed out to Trey Hume on this right-hand side, and just gets his head up and feeds an absolutely delicious ball in behind. You see there. See from their point of view, switch off at the far post, Edozie, isn't it? But Jack Clark just comes in, bounces in front of him, puts his head through it underneath Bazuna and gets us off to a great start. See, what a ball.
Is it bad defending?
Yeah, listen, from a point of view, both teams, you can always look at it from our point of view. Build-up plays excellent, what a ball in from Trey, good movement from Jack. But from their point of view, yeah, Edozie's back there, he's got to be aware of what's going on around him. Who, you know, if I'm not picking up, is there somebody outside me? And it's Jack that's in behind him. And here we go now on to the second goal a few minutes later. Good play down the right-hand side. I think Bar's been excellent today. You know, last week wasn't quite at the races, but today's been involved in a lot of good things going forward. Comes into Ekwart, gets the strike where he's had a few efforts in recent weeks. Not the best of strikes, but enough on it. Downs dangles his leg out, doesn't get enough on it. And it's into that bottom corner and 2-0 up after, just over 5 minutes on the clock, wasn't it? What a start for Sunderland.
Yeah, he's been trying them in recent weeks, and, you know, that one's a lot lower than the recent ones as well, but it just takes a nick away from
I think, is it on target, is it not? I think it maybe just going past that right-hand side post, as you see from this one now, but then there's Downs, enough on it and a couple of yards inside that post, so sometimes you don't get the rub of the green. Today we have. You've seen him in a few games earlier on, Preston away, Ipswich, deflections, and it's gone in the bottom corner. Today one's gone for us. And then there's Barr again coming inside on his left foot, and that one you see what he's looking for. Loves these step-overs. I think sometimes he's not sure what he's going to do, but they're off balance, isn't he? And he doesn't keep over the ball and up and over the top. Southampton, half chances at best under that one there. You know, it's comfortable for Anthony Patterson. Manning coming across on his left foot. No real power on it. He sees it all the way. And it's comfortable handling for him, that one. And then they did have a little bit of possession, didn't they, Southampton? 5-6 minutes or so.
Well, they had a lot
lovely
of
ball in
probably.
there. See, Armstrong can't get on the end of that one. Maybe they need a Ross Stewart, someone with longer legs to get on the end of it.
Yeah, Adam Armstrong's been frustrated, hasn't he, really? He's been a nuisance at times, but...
Yeah, they're asking for a penalty on this one. Let's just have a look back.
There's contact.
Yeah, you know, I think Bradley Dack, he goes to play the ball. Manning puts his leg across him, and he does catch him. You know, listen, if it gets given, I don't think we can argue with that, to be fair. And then think this one, yeah, small bone. Good power on it, just past the post. Think credit Anthony Patterson, he's getting across to that, he's got it covered. And I think there's another one in it in a moment or two as well, similar area. I think it's Edozie who pulls the trigger, which we'll see in a minute. decent enough strike, isn't it? But doesn't get that cut on it to try and fade it back inside the post.
Yeah,
yes, this one here, similar area. Yeah. Difficult for, you can see him having a word with each other after, but Dan Ballard's saying, I can't come steaming out to him because he's slipping past me. He's got Armstrong there, see, just inside him there for a little cute pass, but it's a difficult one for a centre-back, he's been there himself. But then after that, really, yeah, they had those chances, but then we took control of the game again, I felt. They had a little bit of possession. It's been too slow. I know it's that build-up.
But they were quite happy to pass it along the back line, really high up.
Centre-backs just passing it 5 yards to each other, no real
But we were quite
pace
happy
or
for them to do that.
Oh, yeah, well, we're 3-0 up, weren't we? I've seen 2-0 up at that stage when they were doing it. It was Holgate again, which we'll get onto for the third one. Jack's been a good battle on that. I said it'd be on that far side up against Walker Peters. Comes inside, doesn't get the power on it he's looking for. We've seen it from him, haven't we, over the last couple of years, coming inside on his right foot and working the goalkeeper. Dak with a free kick. Keeper, disappointing handling from him. He's got to push that wide.
If Sirkin gets his foot
comes to Dennis, just can't quite sort his feet out. Dennis, you see it back. Comes off his heel, doesn't it? And then loses his balance. It's a strike from Dak, isn't it? But keeper there. He's got to push that wide of goal, hasn't he, really? Puts it right into the danger area. And here it is now. I think Holgate's given the ball away there. Look at Southampton there, though. Got 4 or 5 players around it. They can say, go on, it's a difficult one if he's going to pull the trigger, but he's been far too casual, Mason Holgate. I know I've been on him a bit in that first half. But he's coming to the team. He's come from Everton. He's not been getting football there. He's come here to play football, and he's been far too casual.
It's not particularly powerful, is it?
Not really, no. I think obviously when you slow it down, it's going to take a few revs off the ball, isn't it? But I think if I'm going to help the keeper out, he maybe sees it a little bit later over the top of Bradley Dak. But he's going to be disappointed with that if we're honest, Bazunu there. How does Russell Martin go about that in there? He'll be shell-shocked like most of his players, I'd imagine.
But you said he's probably not going to do anything different.
Does he change the shape? He looks to his bench. You've got a bit of quality on the bench and that. Maybe change it and chuck it, go a little bit more direct as well. But in general, they've got a speed play up. I know. Listen, it's all well and good if you're a possession team and you're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, and you're trying to suck the opposition out. Then you can play through them. But he's got to change it now. They need far more tempo. The sprinklers are on now to get a bit of zip on the surface, but it's far too slow from Southampton's point of view. But how does Tony Mowbray go about it? Let's continue where we left off, boys.
Okay then, join us for the second half soon here on SAFC Live, with the early kick-off, of course, in the league this afternoon. But we will update you maybe in the post-match show if there's any more results come in around the country by that point. Okay then, half-time then here at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 3, Southampton 0. Welcome back to SAFC Live. A couple of changes at half-time for Southampton. Let's get them confirmed and put on your screen, but that is Shea Adams, who was linked with a move away, but he has come on for Samuel Edozie. There might have been another one, but we'll keep an eye out. Here we go then, the second half here on SAFC Live. Dan Neil pokes it through to Abdullah Ba. Sunderland will hope to pick up where they left off in the first half. 3-0 up. Here's Dan Neil. Stands one up. Job's underneath it. Dennis Sirkin swings at it and it goes behind for a goal kick. So goal kick for Southampton. Dennis Sirkin just swinging at that one. Russell Martin. What will he have had to say then at half-time? Because it must have been a pretty hard team talk that for Russell Martin, Danny Collins.
Yeah, a few stern words at half-time. Try and get a bit of life into his team, I think. And shell-shocked was the word I used, I think, wasn't it? Obviously, he's made that change at half-time. Shea Adams coming on. We said that, didn't we, before we went off air? Maybe he looked to change it. Bit more energy in his team.
And we'll see if there's a change in shape as well as the game progresses. Walker Peters is probably their best player in the first half. He seems to be more central at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on that. Just like to invert
Yeah,
full-backs.
it's like Trey Humes, and he likes to drift in the park and open it up for the winger out wide. But yeah, and you flip that and you say, well, what's Tony Mowbray had to say at half-time? And it's a pretty simple one for him, really, isn't it? But I think counter-attack, we've been excellent. Allowed them to have possession. They've been sloppy at times when we've nicked it off and we've made it count.
Or is it quite, in some ways, a delicate team talk for Tony Mowbray because he doesn't want his team to be complacent in the second half?
Well, there's that, yeah, you say start bright, continue. We got that third goal right on half-time, didn't we? So the lads going in, well, 2-0 up anyway, but, high spirits, and you build on that now, confidence coming out from the second half. Don't allow them back into the game. Don't get sloppy on the ball. Tidy on your passing.
This man had a great first half.
Yeah.
Pierre Ekwa finds Jack Clark right in front of us here in the West Stand. Gives it to Dennis Serkin. Serkin puts it in the middle.
Oh!
Point blank range save, and it comes back in.
Yeah!
And it's gone in! Well, Bradley
Dack
Dack's claiming it, but I think it might be an own goal. We'll see it back. But Sunderland's got a fall.
Yeah, do you know what? The amount of bodies in the box there as well, as Dennis Serkin pulls that back. There's 3 or 4 red and white shirts waiting for that ball there. You think the opportunity's gone, it goes out the far side. Abdullah Bar fizzes it back in, and again they don't deal with it, and there's Russell Martin. Well, I say you won't want to see it again, but he's having a look at his monitor. Bazunu actually makes a good save with the first one, but against Pierre Ekwa, picks the ball up deep, doesn't he? Feeds it out to Jack Clark on this left-hand side. Dennis on the overlap. And just look in the middle there as he pulls this back.
The first header from Dack here.
Yeah, Dack there, good header on that one.
Bazunu does well,
Yeah,
carries it, but then it comes back. It is Dack.
Yeah, I think Downs misses it, and it's in behind Holgate, isn't it? And I say Bradley Dack with the header. Doesn't tuck that one away, but he's there, he's on the spot, isn't he? He's on the move, look. Gets across Bednarek. And well, whatever Russell Martin said at half-time, that's gone out the window straight away. 4-0 Sunderland.
Well, people are barely getting back to their seats here, and there's another goal in the Stadium of Light.
You see them all coming out the tunnel below us laughing, what's happening, and then, well, they've missed it. Enjoying the half-time refreshments.
Well, did they not learn from the first half?
Well,
we scored very early on today.
Same again, isn't it? But all that worry last night, transfer window opening, who's coming, who's going.
Yep. Regardless of that as well, this game had always been cited as a first real test at home as well against a good side coming down from the Premier League.
Yeah. Well, less than 24 hours later, a sun-drenched Stadium of Light, the lads 4-0 up.
Dan Neil slipped on the ball, if anything. His Smallbone helps it on. Mara. Smallbone gets it back. Ekwa's with him, gets a ball into the middle. Oh, and it's Luke O'Nien with an important...
who stayed down there? Is that Ballard?
Yeah, it's Dan Ballard holding his knee.
Do you know what? I think it's Luke and Dan Ballard both going for the block there, and he looks like he's in some pain. Dan Ballard.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit of a...
He's holding his left knee, as if can't quite see there past the bodies.
Bradley Dack coming away, having a quick word with the medical team. The way he went down,
I'm not sure whether it's... I don't know if you see it back on the replay. Yeah, whether... I think it's Luke that was behind him, might have got the block and come into him after it. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Just stretching that left leg out now. Whether it's an impact blow or he's twisted it, I'm not sure.
Well, the physio's with him. Let's have a look, Danny.
Yeah, see it back now. They're just building up down this right-hand side, Southampton. Smallbone just pulls the ball back behind the players there. They both get out there. Armstrong on the strike. Yeah, I see it better from this angle.
His
Let's have a look
leg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's stood on his ankle on the way through, maybe.
Yeah, accidental one, isn't it? It's his left
Armstrong.
ankle on the follow-through, yeah. So good block. Your 2 centre-backs there throwing themselves, getting the block in.
Well, initially I thought it was a jarring of the knee, so
yeah,
maybe an impact is better than...
Yeah, like twisting it on the surface, yeah.
He's definitely feeling it. Let's have a look at the bench for Sunderland, but if they were forced into a change. Nectar Triantis is on the bench. There's also Jensen Seals.
Yeah, haven't seen couple of centre-back options on there as well. You've got Niall Huggins as well, haven't you?
So there is options there.
It's one area we are stacked in.
And it is Jensen Seelt who's getting stripped in front of us here, Danny. Maybe they're going to take no chance. Oh, they've cancelled it.
No, he's just been called back. I think Tony Mowbray maybe just saying, just keep on your toes, we're going to assess Dan.
Right.
I think he's going to want to carry on. You know, he's a big tough lad, isn't he, Dan?
There
Ballard.
He is. Jensen Seelt. We haven't seen him in a Sunderland shirt yet.
Trent has played, didn't he, in the League Cup match against Crewe, wasn't it?
Jensen Seelt, 20 years old, centre-back from PSV. Kim highly rated, the Dutchman. Let's see how Dan Ballard is. The crowd are chanting his name. And if anything, that's just took a little bit of a sting out of it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, something when it first happens, obviously you get the block or you get stood on like that pain, but then it will go away. You see him there just having a little try out of it, bouncing up and down, and I think he's going to give it a go.
Black and blue tomorrow. Walker-Peters, Ballard waiting to get back on.
You see Barnes just dropped into right back there. Trey's come inside at centre back.
That looked like it went out before the contact from Jack Clark.
Yeah, linesman right on top of it, isn't he? And see Sunderland fans looking down the line of it. Felt it had gone out. There's Ballard back on.
Walker-Peters. Holgate. Bednarek. Smallborn. That is there. Patterson was alert. Armstrong's header back in towards Shea Adams.
That's Ryan Fraser, is it not, on that far side, who's come on as well? Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's the other change.
Yeah, sets up, yes, he's dropped Adam Armstrong, gone over to that left-hand side, Shea Adams through the middle.
Can Abdullah Bar get there? Gets a throw in, it as well.
Sure, he'll be getting a little bit of feedback on that far side. Ryan Fraser on loan from Newcastle, isn't he?
Job competing. Gets the corner. It's confirmation it was Stuart Armstrong who made way for Ryan Fraser, as Danny says, on loan from Newcastle United. Tony Mowbray waving at the fans there. The older ones are the best. Right there.
Enjoying his day so far, isn't he?
Yeah, 4-0 up at home. Bradley Dack takes this corner. It's a lovely swing and strike of the ball. Luke O'Nien, crowd shoot! He's gone for it! Oh!
Wow. The fans were encouraging him, weren't they? And it sat up lovely for him off his chest, and just looking for that dipping volley, isn't he?
Let's watch this back from this angle. That'll be brilliant. On the chest.
Yeah.
With the dropping volley.
Yeah.
I think it was closer than Bazunu thought.
Yeah. That would have capped the day off, wouldn't it?
Good connection on it.
Your centre half smashing a dipping volley in from 40 yards.
What a way to celebrate that new deal as Dennis Serkin steals it back for Sunderland. And here comes Jack Clark. He's got options left and right. Which way is he going to go? He's gone through the middle. Oh, Bazunu, has he got it under control? He has now.
Just looked like he was getting sandwiched out of that. He just gets a toe poke on it, I think, doesn't he? And Bazunu gets the hand down to his right-hand side. See it back. I thought, is he going to feed Dennis Serkin on the run as well? He's got Bradley Dack outside him. It's Bradley Dack he could have played in. Good save from the goalkeeper.
Shea Adams competing. Dan Ballard and suddenly get the throw. Coming into this game, Southampton had played 4. 1-3, drawn 1. hadn't lost any games.
Scoring goals as well. I think they had a 4-4 at Norwich, didn't they? And then the other games have all been 2-1.
Scored 10, conceded 7. Here's Shea Adams. Fraser trying to get on the end of it. Cut out by Trey Hume.
Again, yeah. Another one who's had an excellent game so far, hasn't he, Trey Hume?
Flynn Downs. Walker-Peters. Dan Neil getting his body in the way. And Sunderland get the free kick, rightfully so, from an earlier challenge on Jack Clark.
Yeah, allowed play to go on there. The referee had a look. I think it was on Jack Clark, wasn't it, where the ball had gone. No advantage for Sunderland, pulls it back.
Jack Clark and Ballard dealing with it. Shea Adams is with him, and I think Adams got a good touch on it. Armstrong, Fraser to the left. That's where it's gone. Right into the middle. Ballard's there.
Yeah, he just holds his hands up there, Dan Ballard. He gave a little sloppy pass away, didn't he, into the middle of the park, but redeems himself. He gets in the box there. You see, I think it's Shea Adams coming in behind him.
Smallbone takes it off Fraser. Barr trying to get a hold of the ball.
Yes, he turned him over just once more. See Abdullah Barr there. Got to secure the ball for us, to take the pressure off.
Walker-Peters. Sekumara. Bednarek. Holgate. Fancies one. I tell you what.
Anthony Patterson, yeah, I see his reaction there on his face, and Holgate, no pressure on him, he drills it, he's having a little smile, and I think this wobbles in the air. Let's have a look from this angle now. Puts his laces through it, Mason Holgate. Look.
Yeah,
it just went away at the end there to the left, almost crept in that bottom corner.
Manning will take the corner in a moment.
Oof.
It's a header there, and it's gone wide. Holgate with the header.
Holgate as well, yeah. Finds himself free at the far post. Sees it all the way as well. He'd be disappointed with that. Look, he just peels off. Put it back across. Yeah, Bednarek in the middle, asking him to just put it in there, middle of the 6-yard box.
Fraser shielding the ball from Hume.
Just done well there, Armstrong wriggling out of there.
Downs gives him a back as well, and Fraser's away on the left-hand side. That's where it's gone. Chips one in. Shea Adams stays down.
Yeah, I think Dennis has headed the back of his head there. He's holding his nose, and Shea Adams has stayed down.
Abdullah Barr chases this one.
Well, it's up to them to put the ball out, isn't it?
The referee stopped it now, I think, for the head injury. That's fine. 4-0 up.
Yeah, let's have a look at it back there. It's a little dink ball. He does well, Dennis. I think he's outnumbered at the far post. Does he just go through Shea Adams to head the ball? Let's have a look.
Sunderland are preparing to make a double change. Lewis Amir and also Alex Pritchard stripped to come on, Danny.
Yeah, well, will it be like for like? You're looking at top end of the pitch there, Bradley Dack.
Still getting those minutes
well,
back.
yeah, but got himself a goal, hasn't he? Job as well, played his part. Just freshens it, doesn't it? Top end of the pitch, ball's coming up. And Hemir get hold of it. You know, Alex Pritchard's about, he's busy, puts pressure on centre-backs, goes looking for the ball.
Dan Neil It's a back of Job. Abdullah Bar. He's going to try a big one, looking for Jack Clark. Oh, it was cut out by Bednarek. Oh, almost came through again to Jack Clark.
Good.
Adams. Mara. Sunderland shirts around him. Downs. Armstrong turns on it. Ryan Fraser gets the cross in, stands one up.
Yeah.
Mara couldn't convert the header.
Yeah, been a bit brighter this second half, haven't they? Down the flanks, Southampton. Fraser getting involved again. There's too much on it there for Mara. And there's those two changes you mentioned, Frankie.
Another good run out for Job as well.
Yeah, again playing up there as that sort of false number 9, really, hasn't he? Good battle with the two centre-backs. Good round of applause from the Sunderland fans. And it is, yeah, Bradley Dack as well. Them two will be happy with the afternoon's work. Both contributed.
Well, Dack's got his first goal for Sunderland. Speaking to former player Michael Gray in the media lounge earlier, and he said he really likes Bradley Dack. He obviously former Blackburn player himself, Michael Gray as well, and he said he's a great character, he's a great player, he's a great connector.
Yeah, I think so. And again, it's going to take him time. He said it on the pre-match show. He's missed pre-season, and you're always playing catch-up, and now he's getting minutes under his belt. Another hour or so today. You know, played his part, got his goal. You know, he's bright with the first header, wasn't he? Comes back off the goalkeeper, but then he doesn't switch off. He's on the move, and he gets across Bednarek to get his goal. So he'll be delighted, and I think Joe will be happy as well with his contribution to what will hopefully be a 3 points.
Shea Charles coming on as well in that interval for Southampton.
Yeah, Walker Peters gone across the left back there. You see Shea Charles coming at right back. Manning's gone off on the far side, is it? Or is he coming at centre back?
Yeah.
No, he's actually gone into centre back there. Is it Holgate that's come off?
Holgate.
Holgate it is, yeah.
Has made way.
Good referee, and again, you know, he got a bit of stick coming off at half-time, didn't he? But there, he's allowed a couple of plays to go on and see if it develops. It doesn't, and he brings it back for the foul on Dennis Sirkin.
He's Alex Pritchard. Drives one in. And those ones only need a touch, don't they?
Good half an hour or so for Hemir to get into the game as well. You know, last week he'd come on.
Got a strike away, didn't he? Straight away last week.
No, the Coventry game, wasn't it? It was here when he
Yes.
got the strike away when he come off the bench. But going down to Coventry, struggled to get into it. You know, you've got to pick the pace of the game. It's difficult to come on as a sub sometimes. You know, the game's full flow. You get your second win, you're blowing a little bit.
Good challenge from Jack Clark on Walker Peters.
Well, he's gone across the left back, and they're still coming together on this left-hand side.
Wonder if they were ever at Spurs at the same time. Don't think so.
No, I think he'd left before Jack's time.
Adams, Armstrong, Fraser. Pritchard's back there, defending.
Offside.
Offside from Fraser.
Yeah, I think he's asking it. Alex Pritchard's cleared it, hasn't he? Did it take a deflection? I'm not sure from here whether one of the Southampton players has blocked it. Let's have a look. He does really well, by the way, Alex Pritchard, getting back in there, that little corridor lot. Let's have a look. Yeah, does he play it off Smallbone's foot, I think? That's what the line, he is offside, but whether Alex Pritchard sliced it or it's come off the bottom of Smallbone's boot there. Obviously Russell Martin doesn't think so.
Smallbone inside to Adams. Stretch from Dan Ballard. Ballard finds Ekwal. Not sure how much attention there was, but it gets there anyway. Dan Neil rides a challenge and pops it to Alex Pritchard, who then gives it early to Jack Clark, who's just stumbled on it, but then finds Pritchard. Ekwal's free in the middle. Barr's free on the far side. It's a lovely stroke of the ball out wide. Barr's got support in Hume. Hume delivers towards Hamir. Not near enough.
Just a lovely ball again. Trey Hume just set back for him there first time, and that's what, the third one I think this afternoon. He's put a handball.
Well, he's kicked the ball away, so that's a yellow card. Surely.
Yeah, there's one or two asking.
How's that not a yellow card? He just absolutely smashed it away after handballing it.
That's the annoying thing, isn't it? He's booked Luke O'Nien before. He was trying to get out of the way. Stuart Armstrong just kicked it at him, knowing what he's doing to get him in the book. And then there, as you say, Shea Adams.
Then Luke's just kicked it off Shea Adams, who will then go in the book.
Should be a second yellow card, that.
Well, if the referee just booked him in the first place.
Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it, what they're sort of thinking about, really, and at times. Referees there think it's a yellow card. He's blew his whistle. He's a bit frustrated, I think, Shea Adams.
Oh, he's just left one on Dan Ballard. He's just been booked.
Tell you what, he's got to be careful here, hasn't he? Poof. Calm himself down a little bit, Shea Adams. Yeah, just a little shoulder barge in the back of Dan Ballard.
Dan Neil. Pritchard. Jack Clark enjoying his afternoon. Pritchard. Just couldn't get past his man. It's going to be a change in a moment for Southampton as Ekwal steals it. Does he fancy another one? He's given it to Hamir, who drops his shoulder. Can he get a shot away? Puts it on his left and his right.
Oh.
Goes for the corner. Yeah. To be fair, it just didn't open up for
just
him.
Looking for that opening. Yeah, you're right, Frankie. As to say, there, he shifts it really well. Tries to just move it a yard, doesn't he? Defender does well, actually. Doesn't buy it. Let's have a look there. Flynn Downs up against him. Yeah, does well, and then eventually gets the block in behind for the corner.
Well, with the new signings, Lewis Hamir has got competition up top. I think maybe Joe Aribo we might see in a moment for Southampton. In the meantime, the 4-0 down in the 70th minute. They need to defend this. Pritchard's gone across to take it. Lots of bodies in there. Comes out!
Oh!
Hume got a clean strike on it, but took a deflection. Dan Neil. Smallbone closes them down. Sunderland will start again.
Yeah, as I say, Trey Hume almost tries to side foot past that, doesn't he? Gets the block in, one or two other efforts.
Abdullah Bar beats his man easily and keeps on going. Dan Neil, can he get there ahead of Walker Peters? It can, but he takes it out. It doesn't look like we'll see that change just yet for Southampton.
Yeah, they've obviously made a couple of changes. Top end of the pitch, Shea Adams and Ryan Fraser. A little bit of an impact. They've had a 10-15 minute spell, didn't they? A couple of balls going into the box, but just fizzled out in the last few minutes. Sunderland getting on top again.
Oh. Well, the cry will be that Jack Clark got in the way of Mara, but
yeah, I think Sirkin, wasn't it? Yeah, him and Mara coming together, and there it is. Aribo coming on.
Joe Aribo, Sunderland fans might remember from his time at Charlton. Of course, then went to Rangers. And Aribo's come on for Sekou Mara. So I make that 4 changes now for Southampton.
Yeah, I think Sunderland fans there, looking down the line, I thought Ryan Fraser was offside, but I thought as the ball's travelling, he's straight offside. When it was clipped over the top, I'm not sure he was.
Manning finds Downs. Side to Walker Peters. Pritchard takes it off him, and then breaks away with it, and then plays a lovely ball to Jack Clark. Brilliant that from Alex Pritchard.
Yeah, excellent play.
What can Jack Clark do here? So many around him. Dan Neal's an option, Abdullah Bar's an option. He's found him.
Oh, he's
just straight
offside.
offside.
Yeah, shouldn't be looking right across the line there. And Jack looking for that opening, wasn't he, for the pass? But as you mentioned there, Alex Pritchard again defensively excellent, and then a lovely ball out to Jack Clark on this left-hand side.
And taking it quickly on the far side to make some ground. Southampton. Armstrong inside to Walker Peters. Smallbone's free. Sirkin's got two here. It's gone to Aribo, who is the other one. Ballard gets in the way, and it's another corner, number 6 for Southampton. From a really good opportunity at the other end. 73 minutes played. Sunderland 4, Southampton 0. And the early kick-off here at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland's next game is at away, Queen's Park Rangers, 16th.
Yeah, nice tight compact ground down there, Loftus Road.
Keep an eye in the middle there. Referee's got an eye on something. Bednarek and Luke O'Nien come together.
Yes, this setup we've seen in the first half, maybe 3 at the back, 3 in the near post area.
Oh, it's a header!
Oh,
Just wide. And the fans behind saw it.
yeah, it's Charles, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Shea Charles.
Good leap on him, gets above everyone. I think, yeah, if that's on target, it's beaten Anthony Patterson.
A long old trip for those Southampton fans away to our left-hand side. Well, I guess with the early kick-off, they might get back for a decent time tonight. Certainly back in time for match of the day. There's Joe Aribo. Charles. Sarcastic cheers as the Southampton fans try and get a song going.
Yeah, disappointing afternoon for them, but trying to get their team going last 15 minutes or so. And I don't think, to be honest, they won't have too many afternoons like this throughout the course of the season.
How strange, Danny, that you mentioned the last time these two teams met here at the Stadium of Light, it was a 4-0 defeat.
That's right, yeah.
For Sunderland. What a righting of wrong that would be if it was to remain like this. Jack Clark releases Abdullah Bar. Can he get there? It's a bit too much swing on it, maybe.
Yeah, just
away from him.
Just favoured Bednarek, didn't it? Oh.
Well,
do you know what? Yeah,
he
just
looked like he
keep an eye on
strayed, but
Dennis Sirkin. He went with him initially, and then he just pulled up, trying to play offside.
Fraser's got a hold of it here. Couldn't get it down.
Yeah, Dennis having a word with the linesman. I'm not sure whether he was. As I say there, you could see it early on. He made his run early, Aribo, and Dennis goes with him, and then just steps up last minute.
Well, don't forget, you can have your say in the post-game programme over on X, Twitter, as it's known to you and me. Use that hashtag AskDanny, and we can discuss the day's game. We can discuss the result. We can discuss the transfer window, if you like. In the post-game programme, me and Danny will be back down pitch side. Walker-Peters again, picking it up in the middle. There's Will Smallbone. Last time he was here was with Stoke. Got a couple of goals on that occasion. Well, 9 smashes it downfield.
Yeah, do you know what? I think he's played it off him. Yeah, he has, yeah. So it looked like clearance upfield, doesn't it? It was off Ryan Fraser, I'm not sure. He's played it off him.
I think we might see another Sunderland change very soon. At least one. Yeah, it's Jefferson Bennett.
Yeah, just wanted a straight swap on the far side. I think Abdullah Bar maybe covered a lot of ground, hasn't he, this afternoon? Found himself a lot of the time, wasn't he, chasing through balls one-on-one and then holding up play quite well.
He's involved in the action, isn't he?
He always is, yeah.
The Southampton players coming together. Manning and Walker-Peters.
Testing ball there from Trey Hugh back to Luke O'Nien, deals with it really well.
He's Dennis Serkin. Allard under pressure from Adams. Gives it to Patterson. Again, Adams runs it down. Walker-Peters on the other end of it. Barr slips. Tries to get up to speed. Ball will come back. Flynn Downs. Here's Ryan Manning. Is he winning lottery numbers on the bottom of the screen? Oh, Downs. He's got space in front of him. It's just behind the player then. Aribo picked it up and his shot's charged down. Smallbone. Shea Charles. Inside to Jan Bednarik. So it's going to be a doubler for Sunderland. Chris Rigg is also stripped and ready to come on with Jefferson Bennett. Cut out there by Trey Human. Sunderland try again with Abdullah Bar. Pritchard inside. Another big shift on if he can find it. He has, you know. He has.
Yeah, lovely switch.
Jack Clark outside right boot.
Oh.
It might get another chance. Oh, just got away from him.
Come back to him there, just pops off him.
It was so stretched there, wasn't it?
Good switch again. Alex Pritchard been excellent since he come on. Not just going forward, I think his work rate as well off the ball for what he classes as number 10. The way he tracks back 30-40 yard runs, helping out. Excellent.
I think you'd probably say that of all his cameos this season so far of Alex Pritchard. So double change in the waiting for Sunderland. Chris Rigg and Jefferson Bennett. Pritchard winning it back again for Sunderland. He's got Barr down the line. Here we go. Southampton are stretched. Barr trotting forward. Pritchard's inside him. Can Pritchard get a shot away? He thinks about it.
Yeah.
Spins out to Serkin.
I think he was going to roll Jack Clark in, didn't he? And then couldn't find that little passing lane into him.
Almost scooped it round. Well, Smallbone's gone down. I think that may have been before the challenge. I don't think it was off the challenge.
Right, okay. I thought Jack just leant into him there, but he's feeling something, isn't he? He's holding his calf, the back of his knee, I think.
Jack Clark's making way.
Yeah, again, crowd on their feet for Jack. Another excellent afternoon's work from him. Just could have capped it off with a goal there, maybe, couldn't he? But fantastic again. Defender's nightmare. Jack just keeps going. Abdullah Bar as well, making way. We thought it'd be that one on the far side, and again, I think he's been pretty good as well this afternoon. Covered a lot of grass, hasn't he? Involved in a couple of the goals early on. Build-up play down the right-hand side. Much better performance from him than what we've seen last week at Coventry. Chance for Jefferson Bennett. 10 minutes or so on that far side. No, maybe he's coming to this left side, and then Chris Rigg as well.
Well, last time we saw Chris Rigg here was in the EFL Cup game. He got the goal.
I think he picked up concussion as well, didn't he, in the 21s games? Yeah. Yeah, he did, you're right, yeah. Debut goal for him, wasn't it, against Crewe Alexander in the Cup.
41,459.
Yeah, fantastic, that, isn't it? Another massive attendance, 40,000 plus.
I mean, the last time these two teams met, they were very much Premier League sides. Still are in many respects, but they are where they are. Final 8 minutes or so of normal time. So he'll get it back again. Oh, and then the referee's brought it back. It's another late one.
Yeah,
I think that's what frustrates the crowd.
Chris Rigg, wasn't it? Does he nick the ball? Let's have a look now. I thought he just played the ball. Did he? Yeah, he toes the ball away from him there. He might catch him on the follow through, but you see the direction of the ball changes there. As you say, the referee looked at it. Well, see Smallbone there. It's not had as good an afternoon as he did last time he was at the Stadium of Light. Russell Martin deep in thought.
Took a deflection. It's Alcaraz who's come on for Smallbone. Carlos Alcaraz, Argentinian.
Yeah, started the last game, didn't he? Left out the starting 11 today. Excellent again, Dan Ballard back there. Do you know what? You're at 4-0. It's quite easy to take your foot off the gas. But you asked Dan Neil, does he want a clean sheet? Absolutely. Him and Luke O'Nien again said it before the game.
Well, this would
back-to-back clean sheets.
Yeah, exactly. Trust you to pick that one up.
Yeah. Mentioned it before, a couple of times. Alex Pritchard just enjoys being out on a football pitch, doesn't he? We've had a few chats with him, haven't we, when we've been doing the post-match, and he's come out. He looks a bit down. He wants to be playing football, which player doesn't? You've done all the hard work pre-season. You want to be out there, and he's disappointed. But once he gets out on that pitch, he puts the effort in, doesn't he? Works hard for the team.
It's Dan Neil. Chris Rigg gets on his bike ahead of him. As they give it back to Dan Neil. Walker Peters. Fraser back to Walker Peters. Manning. Southampton just look out of ideas at this point, don't they?
Yeah, you see the compact, almost like Brighton in a way, with the centre-backs close together, just trying to feed little balls through. But look how many shirts we've got in that middle area, 4-5 red and white stripes. Difficult for them to feed it into, yeah. And they have to give us opportunities on the counter. We've seen it, haven't we? Time and time again.
Jefferson Bennett gives chase.
Yeah, so Bennett on the left. It's Chris Rigg who's actually gone out to that right-hand side, isn't it?
Yep.
In behind Semedo.
Ekwan breaking it up in the middle. Then gives it away, unfortunately. Aribo now. Alcaraz has gone ahead of him. I think the referee's guessed there a bit. I think he was blindsided by the presence of the Sunderland players.
He tried to shot back Aribo, doesn't he, as he slipped, or Dennis was just showing the referee they actually caught him, I'm not sure, but either way it's a free kick to Southampton, taken quickly.
Alcaraz fancies one. There's no real power or accuracy in it. Aribo. Jockeying, goes all the way back. Bednarek. Alcaraz. Ekwa tight to him. Pritchard comes across, helps out Dennis Serkin, and then comes away with the ball. Dan Neil's just inside him. He tried an outside boot to get there. Oh, great challenge from Pierre Ekwa. Oh, and Dan Neil does a Megs in the middle. And Lewis Hamir is away. It's Hamir one-on-one with Gavin Bazunu. Oh, saved.
With his right foot, I think, wasn't it? Well, build-up play there, crunching challenge. Pierre Ekwa. Dan Neil with a little nutmegs as well. He's there one-on-one. This is his big opportunity. Goals in pre-season, and he sees reaction there. Look, what's this for the challenge? Bang.
It's the Megs.
Fans enjoyed that little Megs as well. And then he's onside, tried to step up. Bednarek, I think, is it? Manning there, settles himself. Looks for that far corner. Keeper makes the save.
Pritchard comes across. Takes it short to Dan Neil, gets it back. Couple of step overs. Tries to get the corner. Just
come back off him,
comes off him.
Well, that would have capped the afternoon off, wasn't it? Hamir with his first league goal. Big opportunity. Well, he had loads of time to weigh it up as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Looking to just whip it across the keeper. I think was it off his foot or was it his right hand? You know, we maybe criticise him for one or two of the early goals, but he pulls off a good save there, to be fair to him.
Rebo keeps it in. Shea Adams trying to find Armstrong, and goes down. It's not real much of a claim. Well,
yeah,
Adams is
having a word. It's on Adam Armstrong, isn't it? Dan Ballard gets tight to him. Referee not interested. That's it as we enter the last minute of the 90. A few fans leaving, a lot staying, I think, hanging round to applaud the team. Rightly so.
It's only just coming up to 2:20 in the afternoon. Wouldn't even be in the ground at this point, most of them.
All their afternoon ahead of them, haven't they? Huh?
It's a football on the TV as well, I'd imagine. Charles gives it to Aribo, puts it through for Alcaraz. Can Sunderland keep a hold of this clean sheet?
Yeah, do you know what? Look at that from Ekwan. We pulled him up, didn't we, in the last home game when he got caught.
Yeah, you're right there.
Switched off there, doing his duties right to the death.
5 minutes added on. Five minutes for the faithful to wait before they applaud the team off, because they've taken their chances this afternoon, Sunderland, and we'll discuss it all in the post-match programme. Stick around for that. Use the hashtag AskDanny if you want to be involved in that and have your say. Ball comes in. It's a glancing header from Charles, but it goes
again,
wide.
yeah, it's a couple he's got on the end of, isn't he? That one difficult, though. At the height of his jump, can't get enough on it. Someone's just got to get a little bit tighter on him. I know we're a little bit zonal in there. Someone's got to block him, help Dan Ballard out in the middle. I'm sure there's one or two up and down the country who have like a little flutter, maybe have a little bet on the football, and this one's wrecked a few coupons, I'd imagine, already.
Never bet on the early game.
Well, that's the shout, isn't it? Yeah, well, a few getting scrumpled up, thrown in the bin as we speak, I'd imagine. Jack there,
enjoyed his afternoon.
Just give me a little wink there, Frankie.
Pritchard finds Bennett, pulls it across. Oh!
Just behind Chris Rigg, isn't it, coming in?
He's offside
anyway.
And the minutes tick by. I'm not even sure Southampton would appreciate the
No,
5 minutes.
they're ready to get back on the coach, aren't they? Or maybe the plane if they're flying back, I'm not sure. But yeah, game's long gone.
Chris Rigg in the middle. Dan Neil, Hamia. He's had a shot.
Yeah, don't mind that. Shifted out of his feet. He's got some strike on him, to be fair, hasn't he? You say that one, he came off the bench the other week and drilled it just past the post. That one there. That touch, bang. Cutting across it, always going away from that right post though.
Early goal from Bradley Dack in the second half just killed off any hope.
Yeah, that was the one, wasn't it? To say you want to come out second half.
For
Early goal
yeah.
takes them. They've gone then, aren't they? Heads are down. Say that half-time talk when Russell Martin tries to get them going again, but that's dead.
Charles. Well, Nine's there with his chest. Pierre Ekwa will definitely be in with a shout for
Well,
man
I
of
was
the
going to
match.
say you haven't asked me have you yet, but you can't look past Pierre, I don't think, today. Yes, listen, he gave one or two little sloppy ones away first half, little 5-yarders, but in general, been immense. Controlled the game. You can see him growing in that sort of sitting role, really, isn't it? A little bit deeper, calm on the ball. Second goal especially, great strike, that whip, wasn't it? Does the keeper at his near post. Just enjoying his football. He's got a smile on his face as well. And a couple of crunching challenges in there.
Right in front of the referee, Dan Neil on Alcaraz.
Who else you mentioned? Obviously the lads at the back as well. I said earlier on, it's going to be a test for them today up against some good quality strike force, but they'll handle them really well. Dan Ballard, Luke O'Nien again, fullbacks, everybody chipped in today, fantastic.
Certainly performance of the season so far from start to finish. We are not there quite yet. Rigg pumps it forward, looking for Hamia.
No, Rigg's done well as well coming off the bench, hasn't he? Not playing in his natural position over on that far side, but been comfortable on the ball, getting on it. Nice left foot on him.
Inside the final minute of the suggested 5 added on. Don't forget to join us in the post-game programme. Use the hashtag AskDanny on social media. Our production team will pick it up and put your points of view into the post-game programme. Me and Danny will be back down on the pitch side. Alcaraz tries to bring it away. Gives it to Jefferson Bennett, who spins on it, and again! And again! 3 spins from Jefferson Bennett. And then across. It's Chris Rigg!
Oh, about that. Look
What
at
a
it down
goal!
there. What a goal.
That has really topped it off. Chris Rigg scores.
Chris Rigg on the
In the
far
lead
side,
for
2
the
young
first
lads off
time.
the bench yet. And Jefferson Bennett, by the way, I don't know about him, I need a couple of paracetamols. 3 or 4 pirouettes on the ball. Hangs across to the bottom, everybody down there that's smiling, laughing away. And Chrissy Rigg on the far side, his first league goal for Sunderland. Nice header planted across the goalkeeper into the far post. Pierre Ekwa there with Jefferson Bennett. And that caps on off an absolutely fantastic afternoon for the club. Here it is again, here's the first one, there we go.
1,
Next one.
2.
Goes for another one, I think. There he goes
3.
again. I
He
think
almost
he's
lost
dizzy
it
at
on
this
that one.
stage. Comes out to him there and then just hangs a lovely ball up to the far post.
What a ball that is.
Chrissy Rigg free at the far post, yeah, plants it. What a header, yeah.
First league goal for Chris Rigg. Wow. Listen to this.
Yeah, and the SAFC fans are just sneaking out as well. I'm sure they've heard the ball go up outside. The 2 young pups off the bench, what a goal. Chrissy Rigg, eyes on the ball, bang, down across the goalie. Tries to palm it around the post, can't get enough on it. And what a feeling that'll be for the young man.
There we go. Sunderland have won 5-0 here at the Stadium of Light. In the performance of the season so far. I mean, Danny, where do you even start with that?
I was going to say, where'd you go from there? That'll take some capping, won't it? But yeah, you know what, right from the first whistle, I think a lot of fans have come here today. Let's say fearing the worst, but you look at it, a team who've come down, you said it, unbeaten, scoring goals. Yes, they've conceded a couple.
Taking our best
Taking
player.
our top striker, yeah, took in. They've spent a lot of money, obviously, they let a few players go, but we hit them early on, caught them cold. You know, they've got off the bus there, didn't settle, 2-0 down after 5 minutes. And they never recovered, simple as that. They had a bit of the ball, they had a couple of efforts in the first half. Second half, they had a bit of a 10-15 minute spell. Fed a few balls in from out wide, Ryan Fraser off the bench. But then we just took control. We got that third one, wasn't it? The 4th one with Bradley Dack.
and that was game done. And then we enjoyed ourselves, lads coming off the bench, you know. Mentioned the lads who started the game, but I've gone for Pierre Ekwar, but 1 to 11 or whatever in terms of squad numbers, 46 with Bradley Dack to a man, absolutely fantastic. Hemir could have had his first goal there, that one-on-one, you know, could have been 6, sat here with 6. Luke O'Nien on your screen, Immense at the back again, alongside Dan Ballard. So what a fantastic afternoon for the club.
What an afternoon for Sunderland fans. Is that a message to the rest of the league this season? I think it might be. Come and join us as we discuss everything from that game in the post-match show. Final score here at the Stadium of Light this afternoon. Sunderland 5, Southampton 0.